Dan Dickau here for Gonzaga Nation SI and the Gonzaga Nation Media Network. Recap of the draft last night. What a great day for Gonzaga basketball. You got Chet Holmgren going number 2 to the Oklahoma City Thunder, which I think is a perfect fit after Paolo Banchero surprised a few people. I thought he was going to be the number 1 pick after kind of following it closely over the last couple of weeks. But congrats to Paolo Banchero, a Washington guy. 2 other Washington high school players who went to school in the Seattle area and then took different routes to the NBA were drafted. Marjon Beauchamp as well as Tari Eason. So there's a great Northwest connection to the state of Washington with the draft right there. But in regards to talking about the Zags and the WCC, I thought it was a tremendous night. As mentioned, Chet Holmgren goes to the Thunder at 2. Jalen Williams of Santa Clara goes to the Thunder as well at 12. So that's a great deal for the WCC. A quote mid-major league with 2 lottery picks. That is tremendous. That is awesome. And when you look at the Thunder roster, I think it's 16 more first-round picks in the next 5 years. They are in a complete rebuild mode with a ton of upcoming talent. I think it's a perfect situation with little pressure. There's always pressure, but lessened pressure, I guess, would be a good way to put it, on Chet Holmgren's shoulders as he learns the NBA game. I think it's a great setup. Sam Presti's always tended to do a great job of stockpiling draft picks and then getting the guys that he wants. So best of luck to Chet Holmgren in Oklahoma City. I think that's a tremendous spot for him. And then when you look at the other Gonzaga player who was drafted, the first selection in the second round. So pick number 31, Andrew Nembhard. So congrats to Andrew Nembhard. Goes to the Indiana Pacers, which I also think is a great situation because a season ago, the Kings traded Tyrese Halliburton to Indiana. So Halliburton is essentially the point guard of the franchise. And when you look at the roster, there is not another backup point guard. The Pacers actually drafted 2 point guards in the second round, Nembhard at 31. And then with the last selection in the draft, they chose a point guard from France, played last year in the Australian League, the New Zealand Breakers. But he's a little bit more of a scoring point guard who can shoot it as opposed to Nembhard, who's just more of a traditional point guard, tremendous in pick and rolls, really good in transition, plays at great pace. I really like that setup. I like that landing spot for Andrew Nembhard. So great opportunities for a couple Zags. When you look around the WCC a little bit more, no other guys were drafted. Nobody was expected to be drafted. I mean, Jamari Bouye put on some good performances in the G League Combine. He had a number of workouts, but wasn't expecting him to get drafted. Tons of guys that were maybe sold something from an agent or told that they were going to be drafted, went undrafted, which is unfortunate now with how things work. Guys leave before they're ready. They get bad information, they get bad intel, and then they've got to fight an uphill battle and kind of grind it out and find a way to get a two-way contract or come up through the G League or maybe go to Europe, improve there, and make an opportunity for themselves maybe the next year in Summer League. But when you look at the other WCC guys that I talked about, Jamari Bouye is going to be playing with the Miami Heat in Summer League. I think that's tremendous. Tommy Kuzi as well is going to be playing Summer League. So a couple great bits of news around the WCC when you look at the overall, platform or notoriety of the league really being elevated this past season. 3 teams in the NCAA tournament, Gonzaga, drawing a blank. You got Gonzaga, St. Mary's, in San Francisco a season ago. Santa Clara would have been a tournament team. I know we talked about that at different times had they not had injuries, but Jalen Williams became an absolute standout down there, and he proved it through the whole pre-draft process, how he tested and how he performed. So congrats to him as being the 12th pick to go alongside a couple Zags that were selected as well. Again, Andrew Nemhart, 31 to Indiana in a great spot, and Chet Holmgren going number 2 to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Check out Gonzaga Nation SI online. We've got lots of great articles from our journalists Cole Forsman and Asher Ali, breaking down a lot more of the information. We will be kind of looking at even more over the next week or so leading into Summer League, giving a preview of what to look for, how to track guys, how to follow. But great day for the WCC, great day for Gonzaga basketball. So for Gonzaga Nation SI, thanks for listening.